Namaskaram. A very good morning to all of you. I am very happy that under the auspices of a very, very great master, Shri Ramaiah Pillai, belonging to the Vazhvuvoor Pani of dance, under these auspices that I am giving you a small insight into the dance tradition that I learned from also one of the most acclaimed gurus, collectively known as the Pandanallur gurus, just like he was from Vazhuvoorar, and that style is recognized by the Vazhvuvoor Pani. Similarly, my gurus were from this village in Tanjavur called Pandanallur, and hence the Bani followed by them is referred to as the Pandanallur style. I have trained directly under them, initially from Shri Chokkalingam Pillai, and continued with his son Shri Suparaya Pillai all my life. I have had only one guru. And today, the style that I follow, I perform and teach at my dance academy, which is KALADIKSHA in Chennai. I follow this beautiful style, and as you know, the only permanent thing is change. So we also, using the foundation, the basic structure of the dance form, also indulge in small changes in some way of rethinking, refreshing, reinventing, and bringing in a certain amount of freshness into the items, which is very important. So that is the purpose of my lecture demonstration here, and I can see that we have a small number of interested dancers. So I don't want this to be just a lecture. At any given point of time, you want to understand what I'm saying, you want to ask questions, please be free to do that. This is not in a strict term a just lecture where only I am going to be talking. To just start off, I'm sure all of you know the basics, but still I would like to start from the basic. As you know, the very term Bharatanatyam has many explanations. Some of them may be very fanciful, but it is very relevant. The dance that belongs to our country, Bharat, and so we call it Bharatanatyam. You all know that the Shastra, Natya Shastra, written by Bharata Muni. So it is called Bharatanatyam. But another very, very apt explanation is it has the three main syllables of the most important things for Bharatanatyam, which is, I'm sure you all know, bhava, emotion, raga, the melody, and tala, which is the rhythm. So that which has all these three very important ingredient of bhava, raga, and tala, Bharata. So we call it Bharatanatyam. So all this makes logic, makes sense. So this is just to give you an introduction to the very name called Bharatanatyam. Today, Bharatanatyam has been taught by many great masters from the time that it has taken the shape of today's repertoire by some very great gurus. And originally, most of them came from the Tanjore belt. They stayed in their villages and they were imparting this beautiful dance form. And that is how the names of the particular styles became popular. As I told you, my masters were from Pandanallur, so that style was Pandanallur. Sri Ramaiah Pillai was from Vazhuvoorar, so it was called Vazhuvoor style. Some masters like the great Kettappa Pillai, his family line were from Tanjore, so the Tanjavur style. And then you had somebody from Kanchipuram, Yellappa Pillai, so Kanchipuram style. And then there were some people with a vision like Srimati Rukmani Devi Arundel, who started an institution in Chennai itself. She learned from the Pandanallur gurus, but she came out and she wanted to establish something in the main town, in the main city of Chennai, which was called Madras then. And she established her institution called Kalakshetra. So those who studied there, you find that that style will be called the Kalakshetra style. So this is what I'm trying to tell you is, this is the origin of the names. But what has happened today? There is nobody who's now sitting in their villages and teaching. Everybody is traveling, everybody has learned. Many of the students who have learned from them have spread out in all over our own country and all over the world. And also they have seen so many different styles, and they probably can be influenced by what they like from the Pandanallur, what they like from the Vazhuvoor, what they like from the Kalakshetra model, and have also started to imbibe those movements. So frankly speaking, what I think is, today you cannot compartmentalize these styles like how it was before. There has been a lot of cross mixing. So I have been thinking about this, and today I feel, this is my own opinion, there is only two styles of dancing. One is a good style. Two is a bad style. So what, as young dancers, all of you start looking, start thinking, is to understand that what is a good style and to put in hard work to be able to do that. To explain my thought a little further, I always say that the simple holding of the hand, I hold it like this. There might be a style which will hold it like this. There might be a style which will hold it like this. It's okay. But if there is a style that will hold it like this is not there. The lines have gone. This is what I mean by the good style, bad style. Small deviations where you hold it, but the shoulder is held, the elbow is held. If it is kept there and the body is held, it's okay. So this is what one needs to follow, because certain basic lines cannot change. How you bring in all the different movements can make a lot of changes, but what we call the basic structure, which defines Bharatanatyam. For you know that Bharatanatyam is basic stance is the Aramandi. There is no change in that. Only if you do the Aramandi is it Bharatanatyam. You can't say that no, I like it with standing and doing the whole dance. That's not agreed. Similarly, you know that Odissi has Tribhanga. They twist their body in 3 shapes and they sit down in Tribhanga. That is Odissi. You bring in Tribhanga into all your movements and classify it as Bharatanatyam, then you lose the very form of the dance form. So this is a general talk about what was Bharatanatyam, how the styles developed, how there are changes that has taken place today. I have given you a picture. Now you all know that whichever style, whichever teacher that you are learning from, the basics of Bharatanatyam are these units called Adavu. Adavus are small units of movements for the leg, for the arms, for the entire body. And you have to master each and every unit first. So the way we were taught is first to master only the legs, only the feet, to get all the different patterns of movement. Only for the feet, concentrate on your Aramandi, hands on your hips, elbows straight, sit down Aramandi, do all the different types of movements only for the feet. Even that, you have to do it in all the 3 speeds. The slow, the medium and the fast. So that you get a good control of rhythm, layam. Layam illada dance kadiyadu. உடம்பு பூரா தலையிலேருந்து கால் வரைக்கும் லயம் இருக்கணும். அந்த rhythm should be running in your body. அதுக்கு தான் இந்த அசுர practice of only adavus, only for the feet, only to get the rhythm totally under your control. அந்த காலுக்கு நல்லா வந்துட்டு அப்புறம் தான் கையோட ஆரம்பிக்கிறது. ஏன்னா at the time you don't have to worry about your rhythm, you don't have to worry about where the legs are going. You concentrate only on using now your hands, how you turn and look at the hands wherever it goes, how you use your eyes wherever your movement goes. So that all concentration now becomes into making it a whole. What was only for the feet is now with the entire body and the whole movement takes a shape. So this is a rigorous training, and as you know, it takes quite some time to master all the different types of movements. All of you here are dance students, correct? Yes. Ilya? Amma. Put up your hands, those who are dance students. He is a master. Students are dance students. Why I am asking is, I then don't need to talk to you all in detail about the importance of Aramandi and Adavus. Somebody told me, she came and met me, Janani, and she came well dressed in her dance sari, neatly dressed like a dancer. So I asked her, are you going to show me some of your dance? So she said, no, I thought it was a little bit of a workshop. So I thought I should come in my dance costume, which I am very happy. Because today, if you are all dancers, what I would like to do is not to just show you, but also have you interact with us. I have brought my student who will show you the way we do the Pandanallur Pani order, adavai eppadi naanga pudikirondradha kaamikka poren. Adhe samayam, adhe adava neengalum pudipinga. ஒரு இடத்துல சின்ன சின்ன வித்தியாசங்கள் இருக்க தான் செய்யும். அது எப்படின்னு நீங்களே பார்க்கலாம், நானும் பார்க்கலாம். ஓகே, ஐ திங்க் தட் இஸ் அ பெட்டர் தேன் மீ ஒன்லி கிவிங் யூ அ லெக்சர். ஸோ வி வில் ஸ்டார்ட் வித் த பேசிக். ஒரு நாட்டடவு எடுத்துப்போம். ஸ்ருதி, ஸ்ருதி இஸ் ஒன் ஆஃப் மை சீனியர் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ். And I'm happy because we were discussing with Anyway sir also how children join us, we put in all the effort, we teach them, we take them to different stages of our engagement, give them a lot of practice with programs. Then comes a lot of other things in their lives, like their academics, like their marriage, like their children, and then how difficult it is to keep up the art. I'm very happy that Shruti has been with me. She did take some break when she got married, now she has a little girl, but thankfully has also come back. So this is what is also important for all of you, to be able to balance and manage every role that you have to do. It's very difficult to only be a dancer. It's very difficult from so many other aspects. So I wish all of you to continue this beautiful art and be able to manage a good balance in life. Okay? So this is our, the Namaskaram itself will be different from school to school. அந்த நமஸ்காரத்திலேயே வித்தியாசமா பண்ணுவாங்க. அதில் ஒன்றும் தப்பு இல்லை. என்ன பண்ணுறோம், அந்த பூமாதேவியோட பிளெஸ்ஸிங்ஸை எடுத்துக்கிறோம். அது மேலே நின்று அதை அடித்து தட்டி குதிச்சு ஆடுறதுனால இந்த பூமாதேவிக்கு முதல் நமஸ்காரம். That is what we do with our namaskaram. And then you all know that to the supreme power we seek that blessings on top to our Guru, and we welcome the audience. So this is how we were taught the original namaskara. Ready? Alan, kutakati, kutakatati, kitatom, katimi, kachoni, katimi, kachoni, katimi, kachono, katatrikatom, katatrikatom, katatrikatom. Then of course, the basics is our tattadavat. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 in various combinations, doing it in the Aramandi. This is where we try to, the child who comes to us when they are 5 years and 6 years, we get them to be able to have a firm posture, keeping their upper body firm, sitting down without all the shaking, which is all there. This is what is the purpose of that, and the rhythm. That you know, I'm not going into details with all that. We take up the first Natadal, and you will see it as a whole, with the feet, with the hands. I'll just do it in the first speed, second speed, and third speed. Ready? 1, 2, 3, Yum, Ta, Ten, Yi, Am, Ten, 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 Yum, Ta, Ten, Yi, Ten, Yum, Ta, Ten, Yi, Am, Ten, Yum, Ta, third speed, Ten, Yum, Ta, Ten, Yum, Ta, Ten, again, Ten, Yum, Ta, Ten, Yum, Ta, Ten, Yum, Ta, Ten, Yum, Ta, Ten, I myself have noticed that sometimes we get children who have learnt somewhere else and then they come to us, and in the first Teyyum Tatta there can be very many differences. Some of them will turn, but they will turn it here this way. Correct? Some of you must be doing it also. It's okay. Only thing is, the problem becomes that when they join another school, and when everybody else is doing it one way, we can't have them do it another way. So that is when we need to follow that school's pattern. Thereby some changes can happen. Can one of you come and do your Teyyum Tatta if you see that there is any difference? Come.